other. I mean, I sympathize with her, but unfortunately, hers is just one of many, which is just a representation of what the Nigerian system has suddenly become. To get by now, it's pretty much you have to rob Peter to pay Paul, or rob people to have to get by, to have your way, so to speak. It's really a very, very sad one, but then it is what it is. Michael, please, regarding the demolition that happened, I think it was Mendy. I
That's right.
wonder, I don't think it was an Igbo person's building or buildings that got affected, right? I think the shege was spread around, right?
Like everybody who is a landlord there, I mean, I'm sorry, the voice of they are like Igbo, Yoruba, or a view, of course.
Mm. Okay, so what you have been saying all this while is pretty much being manifested, which is the fact that all these guys who were saying no, Igbos should leave this and that, that and this. You did say that after they have sent us Igbos away from maybe Lagos State or maybe from Yoruba land, the others who are also Yorubas or similar close to Yorubas as well will start getting affected, and a similar thing is happening, which just epitomizes the greed of the ruling class in Nigeria. They really don't care. It's not a case of a religion or tribe, or it's no, it's their own clique. If you don't belong to their clique, you will get kicked out. And this is something that we expect to keep going forward. Your question there, whether we still what's it called now, invest in Lagos real estate. I begin to wonder if people still think about doing that, really, when you see what is happening, because these guys will keep grabbing lands. I think my family was also a victim of something like that. My dad bought a land sometime in the past in Aja, I believe, years ago. Spent so much money on it, in the hope that later in life, some 10, 20 years or thereabouts, he would be able to get good return on investment when he intends to sell it off. He was grabbed off him. He went to court for several years. He was in the courts, obviously against Jagaban. Now, nothing. It was as bad as he was going to courts day by day, day by day, day by day, to the point that he got broke. He couldn't pay the lawyer to keep going. So what he then suggested was, okay, you know what? Since I can't pay you, lawyer, go and do the case on your own with your own money. If we win the case, you take 3/4 of the land. That's what he had to let go of. 3/4 of the value of the land. He offered it to the lawyer. Unfortunately, even that didn't work. I think they began to threaten the lives of, I think, both the lawyer and my dad, and then they just had to hands off entirely. So all those years of investment, all the monies that he was hoping to have gotten, the return on investment he was hoping to have gotten, all that just poof, smokes, went up in smokes. It's really unfortunate. Really, me, I would always advise people, forget about investing in Lagos states. If you have something you can do in your village, in your own hometown or something, it's preferable you go on and do it over there. Last thing, I think I have 1 more minute, is the fact
Sure.
that you did say that, I mean, not that you did say, it was what was said when this guy Tunde Onokoya, the chess master guy,
Yes.
who was able to do a marathon chess game and all that, and he was able to get funds. I find it very surprising that Sonweku suggested to him that he would help him. I think there was something he said that he would help out,
Don't worry.
whether he was going to do something to help out in rehabilitation. I can't recall exactly.
I'll help you repress it and you get your 1 minute back, okay? This is what I said.
Please. Thank you.
Sawata, this is what Tunde was raising money to send poor kids
Okay.
who are out of school back to school to give them education. So he did a marathon chess in New York and he raised a lot of money. So it now became a sensation that Sanwo-Iku decided to host him. And Sanwo-Iku now said Lagos state government is going to partner with Tunde to make sure that children get education. And I'm like, what? But yeah, go on.
That's just the irony of life. Honestly, the irony of life. This is supposed to have been his responsibility as a governor, as a government. And then you say, "I'll." It's just like my father refuses to feed me, yet he has the means to feed me. Then my uncle comes and says, "Okay, you know what? I'm going to feed your children today." And then my father says, "Okay, you know what? I'll take you to the restaurant where you will feed my children." That's the height of ineptitude. And it's unfortunate that we keep recycling